Hi, this is Wayne Baker. I'm here to talk about the Mavic Mini today. I had a great opportunity over the weekend to go up to a regional SWAT team drill that was being run called SWAT X. And it was where tactical teams from all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area were coming together, being integrated, and running through a scenario. One of the things was integrating drones, indoor flights, into their tactics. And I was able to have a Mavic Mini as part of that. We were able to test it out and see its capabilities, which was incredible, as you'll see in the video. And I'll discuss a lot of what's going on in the video. I'm just starting out on doing the videoing and videoing editing, so if you're going to critique me, that's fine. Just bear with me. I'm still learning. So one of the great things about the Mavic Mini, as you'll see in the video, it handled a lot of the conditions they had in there, from low light to some really tight spaces. The lightweight and maneuverability of the aircraft was great. As you get into low light, it would drift, so you'll see some not bad issues there. It drifts just a little. It does have vision positioning sensors underneath, but I'll talk about that in the video. It was outperforming some of the other aircraft I'll mention in the video. You'll see the conditions we were in a basement of a hospital, so the signal was great. There's one issue I'll mention in there. I'll talk about that, but I want to show real quick the light system that we were using for that. It does not have lights on the aircraft, but I picked up off Amazon, and I know there are dealers out there that will have these for you as well. But this is a Firehouse Strobe, and I will also have the link for it on Amazon, but it was working pretty well. It does strobe, fast, slow, and then steady, and I had it on steady. One thing it was great for, again, was the low light illumination ahead. It's not doing a lot for underneath. I would probably have had to put another one underneath to help with the VPS underneath. I only had the one at the time, but it did do great clearing some darkened rooms. So some of y'all may have seen Sergeant Willison's video from Richardson Police Department. He posted of one room clearing with that, and that worked out pretty well. So here's the video. Again, I'm going to narrate through the video and give you guys some idea of what's going on throughout. So thank you.
So at the top of the screen, what you're seeing there is just a Firehouse LED light we attached to the front. There's no lights on the Mavic Mini, but we attached it on there so that if we got into low light conditions, we would still have some good lighting to the front. And it's lightweight for the Mavic Mini, so it helped out quite a bit in some of these scenarios. You do have vision positioning sensors underneath, but in low light, they're not going to be effective. The aircraft does not have a lot of drift. It's still pretty maneuverable. A lot of it is lightweight. You can see as we get into this hallway here, you're going to drift a little bit there, but still pretty controllable. I'm pausing here just so that I can be told where I need to head next. We're going to go down this hallway here. You can see as I would throttle too fast, the gimbal was staying in place, but the aircraft would nose down, and that light would get in the way and get in my field of view. Part of that was I had the light down too low on the front of the aircraft above the gimbal. Another thing you'll notice, we're in an old hospital. We're actually in the basement of an old hospital, and they were having signal issues with other aircraft they were flying through here. The Mavic Mini did really well with signal. In fact, you're going to see here in a minute, I'm going to come down to these double doors. I'll yaw left and go down a hallway. And I've traveled a lot farther than they were able to get with some of their other aircraft. And it's not until I get down this hallway that I start to lose signal. I'm flying FPV quite a ways back from the beginning of the video. That was our takeoff spot. And you're going to see here in just a second I'll start to lose signal. Now you're not going to lose video obviously, but right about here I'm losing video and control signal. And I'm pausing. Actually, the aircraft's pausing. I'm trying to turn the antenna so I can get it back in control a little bit, and I actually just walked forward a few feet, got control, and now you're going to see me just sit here and hover. We're in better light, so the aircraft's going to stay stable, and we're going to walk up to where the aircraft is. One of the things you might have noticed earlier in the video was I got close to walls a couple of times, actually bumped into the walls. The prop cages for the Mavic Mini are a really good design. Don't add a lot of weight to the aircraft, so it does stay really stable. And when you do strike a wall, there's enough distance between the cage and the prop that you're not going to do damage like you might have with some of the others in the past. So I'm in a hover right here. We're walking up, and the scenario continues on down this hall here in a second. So we're gonna fly forward a little bit, and I'm just gonna stay in a hover here for a second. One thing is I started to move forward. I didn't want to hit those sprinkler heads. That would have been a bad day for all of us. Sprinklers, if you don't know much about them, when they first pop off, there's some really nasty black water, bad smelling, that's going to come out of that. And then of course we're going to flood that basement area, so we didn't want that to happen. Tried to stay low below those. That is one nice thing about the Mavic Mini. Had I been thinking a little more on that, I can actually gimbal that camera up and be watching that overhead above me. So we were kind of game planning here, so again, bear with the video. I want to keep it going so you see flight time for this flight, not just that we were testing out the indoor flight. So here we go. I'm actually going to, I think, gimbal up here all the way so you can see. There you go. Again, I've got that light in the way, but that's really helpful for that gimbal to be able to come up. And then here in a second we're going to continue on, and we're going to go into the toughest part of this this scenario, at least for the aircraft, and that is down this hall there is a air conditioning, air handler room, boiler room, machine room that you're going to see us get into a really tight area. Got to watch all the electrical panels on the wall there. We've got some other hazards on the wall on the right, obviously. We're going to drop down a little here, and then you're going to see as I was flying, I stood right here, and I flew FPV down in through this, and he's telling me where to go as I'm going down through there. Now they've already made some flights down in here with some other aircraft, had some problems, and I keep thinking, okay, this is as far as he's going to have me fly, and you're going to see in a second, nope, there's more to it. So this is where I'm like, surely there can't be more. I know they put that fan there on purpose to add an extra degree of difficulty for us to fly in there. But I'm going to line up, and I'm going to fight through that fan, And then I'm thinking, okay, this is it. There's no more, and no, there's more. So we're about to reach the end of it here, and you know, obviously it's not going to be the most perfect flight in here, especially as the dust starts to kick up around there. Now, for those that want a extra challenge, we could have flown probably through there, but they were afraid there was too much air current coming off some machinery down in there. You see, I'm trying to fight a little bit of air current in there right now. I'm going to come back now here in a second. I'll always show you my bad, even with my good. You're gonna see me down at the end of this section. I'm gonna hit that right there. The aircraft did a great job of recovering before it went to the ground. And that was one thing I was able to find out, that the Mavic Mini is very resilient, very forgiving, almost like a Tello. We didn't crash test it like we would a Tello, but Tello is pretty forgiving. I went ahead and landed here just to see what the ability of it to land, sit there and monitor, be able to, you know, cover an area, take back off. We were able to do that pretty easily, and then you're going to see us come back to where we are. Again, we were flying all of that FPV. Probably some of my most nerve-wracking flying yet. But all right, well, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.